Hi guys, it's Dr. George here for Tucked In Tuesdays, and it's 7:32. I'm 2 minutes late. So happy to have you here. I have two books tonight. I didn't mention the books, but I think you'll be kind of happy about the books. Let me get on my personal Facebook page for those of you that watch me there so that I can interact with you all. All right, got it. So here we are. And I have two books tonight, and both are AR books. So that's exciting. So the first book that I will be reading tonight is Be Bear and Lolly Off to School. BISD scholars and students are not back at school yet, but we're well on our way. There are many, many districts that are already in school. So if you have a little one that's on their way to school or in school, go and grab them. And it's an AR book right there. It's an AR book. The next book is Shel Silverstein, The Missing Piece. So this is the second book that I'll be reading. And both books, permission granted by HarperCollins. Let's see the comments that we have here. My grandbaby and I are watching. Put the name, and I can call him by the first name. Hi, Aviara and Pop Pop. Hi, Virtual and Joel. I think is his name. Hello, Joel. If he's there, if not, please tell him I said hello later. If I have the name right, I did have it right. Yay for my memory. I remember his name. So we'll get started with Be Bear and Lolly. And Paisley, I love that name. Hello, Paisley Gazelle. Love your name. So we'll get started. If they are an AR book taker, go ahead and get that scholar something to write with, or you write it down so we can get that information. I'll put that up on my screen in just a little bit. So what I'm doing now is making sure I have the right point for the right book. So let's make sure that I have the right quiz number for the right book. So let's see. The phone fell. Perfect. 6487. All right. So almost home in Orlando, Florida. Be careful. So let's see where we are. So this is the AR information for our first book. And it's scrolling at the bottom. Be Bear and Lolly Off the School, written by A.A. Livingston. Hi, Miss McManus, illustrated by Joey Chu or Cho. Permission granted by HarperCollins. Remember, you have to get their permission to read their book. And this is an AR book, and that's the AR quiz number 175886, book level 2.6, which is a second grader at the 6 month, and it's worth a half of a point. So this is to all of the kids that are in school or headed to school. Over 6,700 miles in 7 weeks. Whoa. So here we go. Bee Bear and Lolly were the best of friends. And why not? They liked the same porridge, the same chair, and the same comfy bed. So there they go. They did all sorts of stuff together, skipping stones, playing in the sand, finding snacks, looking at books, creating masterpieces, playing catch. As summer came to a close, Bee Bear was thinking about the first day of school. Kindergarten starts next week, he said. I can't wait to do math and science and spelling and learn to read. What are you excited about, Lolly? She grinned. I'm excited about recess. Bee Bear laughed. Oh, golly, Lolly. That's a little rhyming. That afternoon, the friends decided to get everything they needed for school. They went to the woodcutter store in the hollow of a tree. How cool is that? Then it was time to pick out what to wear for their first day. Too big, too small, too hot, too cold, too dark, too bright, too silly. Finally, they found outfits that were just right. So this seems like a spinoff of the Three Little Bears. On the first day of school, Bee Bear and Lolly had breakfast together. Unfortunately, Bee Bear was in a furry frenzy. Mama, what if no one likes me? Asked Bee Bear. Oh, honey bear, what if everyone likes you? Mama Bear said warmly. Lolly agreed. Besides, I like you, she said with a smile. That made Bee Bear smile too. Oh, you're welcome, Sandy. Thank you for supporting. Suddenly, the cuckoo clock chirped. We can't be late on the first day, Bee Bear exclaimed. He kissed his mama and papa goodbye, grabbed his backpack, and pulled Lolly out the door. Bee Bear ran down the forest path. Hurry, Lolly, hurry. There they are, rushing off to school. Don't worry, I know a shortcut, said Lolly. She turned right at a craggy rock, hopped over a mossy log, and passed by a house made of straw. Oh my goodness. Here, are we there yet? Bee Bear groaned. This backpack weighs a ton. Why did you bring so much stuff? Asked Lolly. I had to be prepared, Bee Bear said. What about you? Where's your stuff? Right here, said Lolly. Lolly pulling a pencil from her hair. But I may have packed too much. The pair came to a tree that had fallen across a stream. Now, said Lolly, here's the tricky part. What? Convincing me to walk over that? Asked Bee Bear. Lolly took a few steps across. She turned and said, come on, but don't call me baby, Bee Bear exclaimed. I'm a big bear. Bee Bear took a deep breath and bravely walked forward. His claws dug into the wet wood. But Lolly didn't have claws. She just had new shoes that were very slippery. Bee Bear reached for his friend. Whoa! Splash! Fell into the water. Bee Bear swam over to her. Lolly, are you okay? That was so much fun, said Lolly. Let's do it again. Bee Bear almost agreed until he realized that his backpack was gone. Looking around, he saw all of his school supplies floating down the stream with the current. My stuff, he cried. Come back, he yelled to the forest. Creatures taking his school supplies, but it was no use. Come on, Bee Bear, Lolly said gently. It's time to go to school. No, I needed those, cried Bee Bear. Tears rolled down his furry cheeks. It'll be okay, she told him. You can borrow my pencil. Christian, Walker, and Presley are watching in California. Hi, Walker and Presley. When they finally made it to school, Bee Bear was still upset. I don't have anything I need for school, he whimpered. Lolly grabbed his hand and smiled. Just then, Bee Bear realized he had the only thing he truly needed. A friend. So that is, if you do accelerated reader, go ahead and write down that AR information, AR quiz number 175886. Book level 2.6, second grader, 6 month, half of a point. Love that book. Second book, a oldie but a goodie. Shel Silverstein, The Missing Piece. I don't know if I remember reading this book, but I'm pretty sure I have. So here's the AR quiz information for this book, 64187, book level 3.2, which is a third grader at the second month. And this book is worth a half of a point. So let's get started on this book. Shel Silverstein, The Missing Piece, and permission granted by HarperCollins. So let's see. Got to get the page first. Good morning from Ireland. Hi, Bernadette. Is this recorded live for viewing later? Yes, Miss Bernadette, it is. So you'll be able to watch this later. I always leave them up. So they're on the Tucked In Tuesday Facebook page, the Homer Drive page, and my personal page. So you can go back and view it there. Great question. It was missing a piece. Oh, I feel like I'm missing a page, but I'm not. The page starts off like this, blank. I don't think I've read this book. It was missing a piece, and it was not happy. So here it is. So I suppose it was a circle, maybe, if it's missing a piece. People with autism always try to find their missing piece in life. And you know what, Mike? I'll tell you this. You are my missing piece. So there you go, Mike. So it set off in search of its missing piece. And as it rolled, it sang this song. Oh, I can't sing, but I'm going to sing for you guys. Oh, I'm looking for my missing piece. I'm looking for my missing piece. Heidi ho, here I go, looking for my missing piece. Pretty sure that's not how I was intended to sound, but there you go. Sometimes it baked in the sun. Oh, good. And it's hot right now in Texas. But then the cool rain would come down. And sometimes it was frozen by the snow, but then the sun would come and warm it again. And because it was missing a piece, it could not roll very fast, so it would stop to talk to a worm. Or smell a flower. And sometimes it would pass a beetle. And there's the beetle right there. And sometimes the beetle would pass it. And this was the best time of all. There's a little frog on his head. And on it went over oceans. Oh, I'm looking for my missing piece over land and overseas. So grease my knees and fleece my bees. I'm looking for my missing piece. There they go. Through swamps and jungles. Up mountains. And down mountains. Until one day, lo and behold, I found my missing piece, it sang. I found my missing piece. So grease my knees and fleece my bees. I found my, wait a minute, said the piece. Before you go greasing your knees and fleecing your bees, thank you, Mike. I am not your missing piece. I am nobody's piece. I'm my own piece. And even if I was someone's missing piece, I don't think I'd be yours. That's not very nice. Oh, it said sadly, I'm sorry to have bothered you. And on it rolled. It found another piece. But this one was too small. And this one was too big. And this one was a little too sharp. See, it's sticking out the back. And this one was too square. One time it seemed to have found the perfect piece, but it didn't hold it tightly enough. And lost it. Another time, it held too tightly. And it broke. So there's another picture. Trying to get the lighting. There we go. So on and on it rolled. Having adventures. falling into holes. Hi, Miss Fehrenbacher. And bumping into stone walls. And then one day it came upon another piece that seemed to be just right. Hi, it said. Hi, said the piece. Are you anybody else's missing piece? Not that I know of. Well, maybe you want to be your own piece. I can be someone's and still be my own. Well, maybe you don't want to be mine. Maybe I do. Maybe we won't fit. Well, it fit. It fit perfectly. At last. At last. And away it rolled. And because it was now complete, it rolled faster and faster, faster than it had ever rolled before. So fast that it could not stop to talk to a worm or smell a flower. Too fast for a butterfly to land. Oh, there was a butterfly. I thought it was a frog earlier. But it could sing his happy song. At last it could sing, I found my missing piece. And it began to sing, I found my nizzin geese, or from my missing breeze. So crease my knees and bleeds my drees of frown. Oh my. Now that it was complete, it could not sing at all. Aha, it thought. So that's how it is. So it stopped rolling. And it set the piece down gently. And slowly rolled away. And as it rolled, it softly sang, oh, I'm looking for my missing piece. I'm looking for my missing piece. Hidey ho, here I go, looking for my missing piece. And a butterfly landed. And the butterfly flew away. And then that's it. I love this book. I don't think I've ever read this book before. That's the AR information for this book. So let me do my 2 takeaways. So I'll put this information back up for this book. So this is Bee Bear and Lolly off to school with the AR points. So my big takeaway from Bee Bear and Lolly is sometimes we can overdo things or underdo things or not do things well enough. But if we have help from a friend and we trust the friends, things work out. So that was my takeaway from that one. Now, my takeaway from the missing piece, there's the AR information there. From the missing piece is sometimes we think we know what we want. And sometimes it's not what we want. Our needs and wants are different. Did he really need a piece? No, he could still roll, but he wanted a piece. So boys and girls, sometimes you will want something from your parents, but it's not a need. And when they tell you no, it's probably for the best. Miss Fehrenbacher said, love this book. Shel Silverstein is the best. God bless him. May he rest with the angels. I agree, Miss Fehrenbacher. So that's my biggest takeaway from these 2 books. So next week, I'll be back. Same time, that is my last Tuesday before school starts. So when I come back in 2 weeks, scholars will be back in school. So share this video. And remember, if nobody else tells you, Dr. George loves you. So good night to everybody that was on. Have a great night on purpose. Good night, guys.